Tinubu, we allowed Buhari to complete his 8 years despite his policies. Labour Party senator advises Northerners to shelve political ambition until 2031. A Labour Party senator representing Edo South Senatorial District in the National Assembly, Neda Imaswen, has advised northern politicians to shield their presidential ambition till 2031. The lawmaker, while speaking during a chat with newsmen in Benin City, stated that the advice has become necessary following the unwritten constitution that zoned the position of the presidency between the north and south. He noted that despite the unfavorable policies of former President Muhammadu Buhari, he was allowed to complete his 2 terms in office. He said, "The arrangement, whether written or unwritten, is that the North will govern for 8 years. That is the battle those politicians aspiring to contest the next 2027 presidential elections will be faced with the roadblock. At some point, they will agree with themselves and say, let the South just finish its 8 years, and then they will continue from there after the Southern good 8 years in office." So that is my take on it. I don't worry about it because it is an arrangement that is spoken or unspoken. There is an understanding between the North and the South. Buhari was not someone whose policies are admired. As far as I'm concerned, he did little or nothing at all. But as bad as that was, everybody closed their eyes and let him do it 8 years. Even the North that is talking now, they saw Buhari, they did not clamor that they should take over for him, and they allowed the 8 years. So the 2027 presidential is not going to be any different now because we are having a president who, in my opinion, is actually doing well. Imaswen, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct and Public Petitions, noted that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, would be re-elected for a second term because he has demonstrated courage and strong will in the governance of the country. The Labour Party senator thumped, thumbed up for President Tinubu in the handling of the tax bill recently passed by the National Assembly and signed into law by the president. He opined that the president's resilience to stick to his tax reform bills without backing down, despite the strong opposition that trailed the bills, was an example of his courage. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. Are you expecting to hear good things from a disbanded lawyer that does not know his work in the Senate Committee on Ethics, giving irrational judgments in Akpabio and Natasha's case? Nigerians are talking about hardships. Does that mean there is no other person from the South that handles these country's problems? In Maswen, is it 6 months suspension? Your Senate rules specify for the type of offense you alleged against Natasha to withdraw her security detail to expose her to dangers. So rulership is personal property. Even if the country is sinking by whomever is ruling, they should still be allowed the 8 years tenure. Madness. Elections is rotated between North and South, and it is not criteria or compulsory for incumbents to continue with failure when we have credible men and women who can be voted in for free and credible elections. If not, the North and South agreement is a scam against progress and development of a nation flowing with milk and honey. There is no democracy. Whether you are doing well or not, you must complete the years. With this is why spending money for elections, since it is a right that whoever climbs up there must spend 8 years. Tinubu's government is the worst in recent years. Nigeria needs a better leader with good vision than Tinubu that has put Nigerians into suffering and hunger. Tinubu lacks the capacity to solve Nigeria's economic problems. What a country! Why North again? In 2031, is Southeast not part of Nigeria, or are they slaves in this country? What is even wrong with Easterners that they are here to play second fiddle? You know his policies are hardship, hunger, and virus, yet you want him to continue because no Nigeria knows how to rescue Nigeria. Better say 8 years is his birthright. Tinubu must be allowed to complete his 8 years tenure. Enough of these penchants for removing of presidents and senate presidents from the South after a tenure in office. Southern leaders should understand the game the North are playing by removing the president or Senate president from the South at will. After Buhari didn't do better than President Tinubu in respect of Project Nigerians. Allowing wrong policies to continue just to please a region is a disservice to Nigeria. Your take is systematically biased and grateful, and particularly you that lived and studied in the United States, it means you learned nothing. And obviously, Tinubu had the power to stop him. You people are clowns, but your jokes are not funny anymore. And of course, the yo-yo has always been swung north southwest. And why not? Since Obi must remain a boy after all. Politics is not milk. It is not for children. All this inside one Nigeria. I don't understand this, man. Are you saying there should not be any contestants from any other part of the country? One party system? Where's the real democracy then? Were there no contestants against Buhari, Jonathan, and even Obasanjo during their tenures? Surprise. Buhari's policies were very poor and lacked direction, while Tinubu's policies are murderous in nature. Everybody is crying and struggling in Nigeria today. Tinubu is the third most corrupt human being on earth. Because of that, we cannot trust him with his second term. By God's grace, Tinubu will not come back for a second term. Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And make sure to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this.